What happens when young people aren't given a space where they can come together to dream and imagine a better world? What happens when the only spaces for young people to come together are either at school or places where they have to spend money? You get a world that is disconnected, apathetic to the destruction and exploitation of Mother Earth. Black and brown bodies are caught in the crossfire of that destruction, forced to live in sacrifice zones where their health and pursuit of happiness cannot be guaranteed. Growing up on the southwest side of Chicago, I had very limited opportunities to engage with the natural world. The Damon Silos green space was one of the few places I had where I could exist and connect directly to the earth. But I saw how development was more of a priority to the local government than the connection, joy, and peace the space gave the community. I want young people to care about nature, but that is impossible when it's so hard to get to a green space in the first place.
Growing up in Little Village, I noticed that there was a lack of green spaces. This was noticeable throughout the whole southwest side of Chicago, which are predominantly black and brown communities. I've seen how the only green spaces we have access to are destroyed and used for profit, such as Douglas Park. I wish we could have access to these spaces year round instead of hosting megafests in them.
Inner city youth grow up disconnected from Mother Earth, physically and emotionally. This makes sense when you put development over the quality of life of residents, stripping them of opportunities of leisure. Caught in sacrifice zones, young people grow up to believe that they do not deserve spaces, community, and investment. They don't feel connected to the fight to protect her. Over the fall, a group of young people were hired to seed the foundation of a new LVEJO youth council and deepen their organizing craft through community-based learning, leadership development, and collective action. The cohort designed a strategy and potential campaign titled Green Space, Third Space to address the lack of accessible green and communal spaces in historically segregated and disinvested neighborhoods. Youth identified that while public parks and green areas are limited, the community consistently uplifts, protects, and activates the few that do exist. Their strategy centers on community reclamation of land and reimagining public spaces as a site for belonging, healing, and intergenerational connection. As a young person, did you have access to a green space? If not, what would a space that honors that need look like?